Hi, good morning and welcome. I'm Marty. We're here in our packing area and where we're making some of the Abe's Vegan Mini Muffins, which is our #1 best-selling item.
Someone once said to us, 6-year-olds don't lie about what they like to eat. So what we kind of built into the Abe's formula was that when the kid with the allergies brings his treats over to the other kids, they have to be at least as good, if not better. Otherwise, they're going to push them back to the table anyway.
Abraham is my number 3 son. When he was an infant, my wife and I realized he had these terrible allergies. And then in kindergarten, he was the kid who was sitting in the corner with his carrots and celery and pieces of apple, and he was so unhappy. And he just couldn't be with the other kids. And it destroyed us. And we came out with some recipes at the time that we could give to not just Abraham, but the whole class. And they were treats, and they were pieces of cake, of little muffins, and that's how it all started. It was just to keep him included with all of his buddies and be part of the gang.
You know, people do take for granted that eating is something normal and fun and something to do that can help you bond. But with people with food allergies, we have to be constantly worried about how we do that.
And sometimes even talking to peers, it is difficult. Like sometimes, you know, they'll make a stupid joke or something, and it's hard for them to understand the complexity and seriousness of it. I have to be really vigilant when I'm going out with friends, and I have to really advocate for myself when I go to school. And even at work, I have to make sure, like, you know, I'm aware of my surroundings all the time.
When we set up this facility, it is a nut-free facility, it is a dairy-free facility, it is soy-free, sesame-free,
Pea protein-free.
pea protein-free facility. We don't allow the products onto the manufacturing floor at all. We have third-party certification, independent auditors that come through. We have a team of 2 to 3 people walking the floor every day. We test for allergens that aren't supposed to be here.
Working at Abe's is very special. I have an 11-year-old nephew who is allergic to nuts. Baking for him has always been pretty scary. And, you know, you read the labels a million times, but then when I worked here, I didn't have to worry about that anymore. We have an entire team that vets out our ingredients, and they confirm that every manufacturer that we use doesn't use any of the allergens that are ours that we abide by. And it's a vetting process that I could never do at home. So now baking for him is not stressful and scary for him anymore. I know he can eat everything at Abe's, so that feels really good.
If a child has allergies, any child, whether they have allergies or not, and we think that they need to consume food that is at least properly grown, regenerative farms, not as highly processed, on and on and on. If we're going to be part of the food value stream, we want it to be with the best ingredients that we possibly can have. That's important. We believe that our food system throughout the country needs to change. We think it needs to get back to, you know, get rid of the monoculture, get rid of the highly processed foods, get the nutrient-dense products into kids. Now, what we sell is a treat, what we offer is a treat, so we're not fooling anybody. So our purpose is about giving those children the smiles. But at the same time, if we're going to do that, we want it to be with proper food, good food.
We actually had a store opening recently for Whole Foods in Lenox Hill in New York City. And a mother and her son came up to us. They were just so thankful. And her son, who was with her, he started tearing up. He just said, "This has changed my life." I mean, that's amazing. That's really amazing.